My name is Twomey, and in 2008 I was really depressed. I was suicidal. So I had good people around me, so I was talking about it, and my family and friends were there to support me. I spoke with them. I got the treatment I needed in 2008, and 9 years later, I'm in a good place. You know, there's a lot that's changed since 2008. But today I did the Dublin Marathon, and I beat my personal best. The last marathon by 15 minutes. And I'm strong physically, strong mentally, strong in every capacity. And you know, if I hadn't received that treatment, that helped. But if I didn't feel comfortable talking to my good people around me, I'm not sure if I'd be here. AHEAD House are good people, guys. So today I raised them a lot of money by me running this marathon, and hopefully they'll be able to support and help people that are suffering in a way that's unimaginable to anybody that's never actually experienced it themselves. I've also suffered physically. I've broken my nose, I've broken my teeth, I've broken my ribs, arms, legs, I've broken knuckles. This is getting my kneecap 3 years ago. I thought I'd never do a marathon, but I came back from that physical injury, and I also bounced back from 2008. There should be no difference in society between mental and physical health. There just shouldn't. Health is health, guys. And it's a stigma, suicide is the cause of death. Stigma is a massive contributor. If people think that you're comfortable talking to their friends and family or anybody in society about their mental health struggles, well then they might be able to get help, and if they get help, they might survive. So you're part of the problem, you're part of the solution. I've firmly chosen my side. There should be no stigma attached to mental health. It's as ridiculous as it is dangerous. If you're out there and you're struggling right now like I was a decade ago, as a younger man, you just gotta talk. Don't feel embarrassed, talk. And there's no one to talk, you talk to me. Contact me, contact someone, there's always someone. AHEAD House are great people. So you just, at your lowest ebb, if you're in the darkest of your days, you gotta keep fighting, the only way is up. And the only exception, life improves, you do get better. The only exception is you gotta abstain. So you gotta keep fighting. And yeah, where there's life, there's hope. So yeah, you just gotta keep fighting. And AHEAD House are good people. So if you agree with what I just said, my video, please share this. End the stigma in mental health. It's as ridiculous as it is dangerous.
Yeah, thank you very much. So, as I said in my video, my name is Twomey, and I'm here to talk about my experience with mental health, I guess. I may be referring to my research as well. I'm doing at Trinity College Dublin. I'm currently doing my PhD research in mental health and physical activity. So first of all, I'd like to apologise for my supervisor, Dr. Conor McGuckin. Due to illness, he couldn't be here, so he does send his apologies. So I'll be representing us both, I guess. So it's just me. So for today's presentation, what I was going to do is we're going to show the video, and I also had a written piece to supplement that video, and I posted this on Facebook and on LinkedIn and on my Instagram. So that video has been seen by over 50,000 people since the marathon on October 29th. So it has, it's impacted on a lot of people, and I've got a lot of private messages, a lot of comments about how many people it impacted, how many people have gone through something similar, how many people are going through it right now. So they've been contacting me, and it has had some of an impact even at this early stage. So this is the written piece I had prepared for that video. That video was kind of winged. I decided across the line, I put the medal over my head, and I said to my friend, take this video and record me. I'm gonna say a piece. So this is what I had prepared. So I have suffered from ill mental health, so much so that in 2008, I contemplated suicide. Mentally, I was broken. Thankfully, I had good people around me, I received treatment, and I recovered. AHEAD House are good people, and by me running this marathon, we have raised this organisation thousands of euros. Hopefully, they will be able to use this money to save lives of those who are suffering in a way that is unimaginable to anybody that's never actually experienced it themselves. I've also suffered physically. I broke my nose 3 times playing sports. I've broken teeth and knuckles. I tore ligaments in my hand, my ankle, and my knee. I've broken my ribs. I broke my leg. I've broken both of my arms. With treatment, like in 2008, those breaks also healed, and I recovered. There should be no distinction between physical and mental health in society. None. A decade ago, I was very unwell. Today, I'm as healthy as I've ever been. Health is health. We all have it, good and bad. Nobody walking the surface of this planet is immune. That person does not exist. Stop the stigma around mental health. It's as ridiculous as it is dangerous. Suicide is the cause of death, but stigma in society is a massive contributor. If people feel they are comfortable talking to their friends and family about their struggles with mental health, well then they might get help. And if they get help, they might survive. We got to normalize this discussion. We need to end the stigma and openly talk about overall well-being, not just physical health. You're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution. I have firmly chosen my side. If you're reading this and you were struggling like I was as a younger man, please feel free to contact me at any time, day or night. When you are at your lowest ebb, you need to keep fighting. Invariably, life improves. You do get better. You are loved and you are not alone. Where there's life, there's hope. Thank you. So that's kind of my story. So I shared that after my marathon. And yeah, so I suppose to give a backstory towards what got me to 2008 and what's happened since. So pre-2008, I was just a normal guy in school in Cork, getting on well. I would have been quite a high achiever in terms of sports and in terms of academia, things like that. Very happy, very strong, very confident, the same guy I am right now. So yeah, I went to the Gael School in Carrigaline Community School. I finished in 2004, was overall student of the year, playing on the football team, the club, the school, everything going quite well. After that, I went to UCC, my local university. It was 15 minutes from home, made sense. I was good at school, kind of got directed into studying business. My brother did it before me, so did it for a year. Realized I wanted to be a teacher. More than anything else, my parents were teachers, that's what I wanted to be. So after 1 year in UCC, I transferred to UL. Now, as you may know, if you only get free education maybe for one academic year. So the year I repeated to go to UL, I had to work 3 jobs that summer, pay my way, pay for accommodation. It was a big undertaking. And I finished my year in UCC. I was actually lucky enough to finish quite well. I finished 3rd in the class. I got a first class honours and college scholarship in that particular course. But I decided at Christmas I was leaving. But I wanted to leave on my terms. So went to UL, followed my passion, my heart, did PE teaching. Like that now, I was quite successful in terms of my results. Played in the football team. I was class rep in the PE class, very much involved in everything. And that brought me up to 2008. So I had 3 years in UL, did quite well. And then there was a bit of a traumatic experience. So about this time, 10 years ago actually, I got in a bit of trouble. I was in a college bar, socializing with my friends, and got in a bit of trouble, and I ended up throwing a punch. Now, that one punch, that one mistake, terrible error, so apologetic and so remorseful about it, but it turned my world upside down. So from all this sacrifice I'd made, at that stage I was just in a lot of trouble, university-wise and elsewhere. I was in trouble for throwing one punch, and I'm not that guy. Haven't done it before, didn't do it since, but it just got me it turned my world upside down. So everything was in jeopardy, and I struggled, really struggled, and I went from this guy that was super confident and super strong to a guy that, really, really was at the lowest ebb. So it ended up I took a semester out of UL, got the treatment I needed. I spoke to my friends and family, and they were great. I'm the type of guy that can talk. So, and my friends and family are the type of people that can listen. So I was talking to them, they supported me. I got help I needed. I went out for that semester, got my help, went to St. Patrick's Hospital here in Dublin as an inpatient, got my support, got that help, got everything in order, and then things just improved. And then I returned to UL. The following semester, new group of class, new students, new classmates. And it just went fine after that. I came back, got back into my studies, got back playing football, got back my confidence, my strength, graduated, did very well. I like teaching practice, dissertation, everything really, really strong. Graduated, went teaching for 6 years. Was lecturing last year in UCC, which was great. Actually lecturing on well-being and wellness and all this stuff, so it's great. And now I'm doing my PhD, in mental health and physical activity in Trinity College, Dublin. So that kind of story just shows how it can happen to anybody. Nobody's immune. Like I compare it to a traumatic experience, like a car crash in a physical sense. Mentally, I was just broken because of an incident that had turned my world upside down. So I was really, really struggling. But the fact that I could talk, there was no stigma in my family about that. And even my friends understood, even though we might have been alien, they understood, and they were compassionate. And they showed me support. They helped me, and they were ringing me and everything. So all those dynamics allowed me to recover. And I'm the man I am because of that. So on October 29th, I ran the Dublin Marathon. And I did quite well, 3 hours, 47 minutes, quite happy with that. But more than that, I raised Pieta House over €4,000 myself. So, Pieta House offered just, me personally from 2008, I wasn't dealing directly with them, but because of all of the research I'm doing at the moment, I know the great work that they do. So I couldn't think of a better organization to fundraise for, and I took the mentality that this might be my last time I'll do a marathon. Last time fundraising, let's just do as best we can. So we're at over €4,000 now for the organisation, just from my marathon, so which I'm I'm way more proud of that than finishing or the time or anything like that, because they do such great, significant work. They're great people. So I was very happy with that. And now 2018, or coming into 2018, like nearly a decade later, almost exactly, since that incident and everything that happened, now I'm doing a PhD in Trinity. I'm going to be a doctor someday. And, things are going well. Back playing football. I play with Clontarf up here now instead of my team in Carrigaline. But things are going well. I've brilliant friends, brilliant family, travel the world. Just a million miles away from 2008, even though it's 10 years. So I'm so appreciative of my friends and family and all the supports that I had at that stage, because I'm not sure if I could do that by myself. So now my drive in life, my ambition, my raison d'etre, the reason I'm here, what I want to do is help others. And there's some people that don't need a trauma like that and they feel that way. So I'm happy to represent them. It's because I know how it feels. I have empathy now, more than sympathy. I want to be an advocate for youth mental health and mental health in general. I want to represent these individuals who are struggling day to day without having something as traumatic as what happened to me in 2008. And I want to touch on some of the points that, everything that was said today resonated with me. It was like, that is so accurate, that is so strong. And I think it was Emma that said it, you just get a desire to help others that are there because you were there yourself. It's just empathy and compassion. So I want to be that person that can help others, and that's what's driven me now to do a doctorate. I was going to spend the next 4 years researching, so I can supplement my personal experience with actually strong academic research. I want to show solidarity, I want to be representing those that might be struggling right now and help them like my friends and family helped me in 2008. So the title of our presentation, well, I say our, but was When You Doubt or Care Too Much. In 2008, I doubted, very much, nearly 99%, I doubted I could fix my life. I did. And care too much. So I was caring too much. I was like, everything's going well. This could happen to me. I cared too much. I was like, my life is over. No, it wasn't. Even if the worst case scenario had happened, and it didn't, but if it had transpired, and everything that could potentially have happened in the worst possible way, I'd still be a success in my life. I would still have made it work. Your life isn't over. Your life is only over when you take your last breath. So don't let that be today, and don't let it be at your own hands. Thank you very much.